I'm Dr. Alan Schwartz, and I'm interviewing patient Alden Kelly. And I will be asking him some questions about his medical condition, a little bit about his history, and his experiences using the Khachatrian protocol. Mr. Kelly, how are you today?
I'm feeling very good, thank you.
Can you tell us how old you are and what your medical condition is?
I'm 76, and the medical condition is that I'm in recovery from esophageal cancer, a 7-centimeter tumor that was discovered in October after I'd gone in the emergency room for a hernia situation.
The October you're referring to was October 2007, about 5 months from this date?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you have difficulty swallowing at that time?
I couldn't swallow at all by that point.
Did they remove the tumor surgically?
No.
What kind of therapy did you receive?
Well, I had gone to a kinesiologist, and that shrunk the tumor, the treatments there.
What did the treatments consist of?
Hyperbaric oxygen and kinesiological manipulations.
The tumor was originally how large?
7 centimeters, and it was down to about 3 centimeters by the time the death squad got hold of me.
And what do you mean by that?
The oncologists who operate under the aegis of the AMA.
And why didn't you continue with the kinesiologist since you were having good success?
He recommended that I come to you.
Sounds reasonable. And what oncological treatments did you receive from conventional physicians in this field?
I believe it was 1 or 2 rounds of chemotherapy and radiation.
Do you know what the chemotherapy consisted of?
Cisplatin was part of it. I don't recall just offhand the rest of it.
Did you have any side effects from the chemotherapy or radiation?
Oh yes, I was vomiting, and there was pain, and there was a certainty after a short while that their predictions about my demise within a year were going to be coming true.
And had you lost any weight during this particular period of time?
Yes, I was down to about 134 at my low.
How much was your normal weight when you were feeling physically good?
Well, I had been trying to lose weight for over a year. I'd been up to 243 was my max weight.
What's your ideal weight?
I would say about 180, 185.
So when you dropped to about 134, you were almost 50 pounds below your ideal weight.
Yes, indeed.
And what were your expectations on starting the Khachatrian protocol?
I expected complete recovery.
And have you noticed any benefits since starting this protocol?
Oh yes. After the first treatment, which was not well received by my system, each treatment thereafter has found me in a better energetic state, good appetite, and in general optimistic, feeling very good, feeling very confident in myself and in the program. And once I get this feeding tube out, I'm going to be able to really go wild on my ingestion.
Is the feeding tube interfering with your ability to swallow food or to keep it down?
To keep it down. I can't eat sweet fruit without throwing up, and it is related to the feeding tube.
But other foods will stay down?
Yes.
Okay, and are you going to have the feeding tube out in the near future?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. And what day is today?
This is Thursday.
Right, so this will be in less than a week.
5 days from now, I'll be free.
Very good. And how many days into the therapy are you at this point?
This day 7.
Day 7 for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And are you gaining any weight since starting this therapy?
1 to 4 pounds a day.
1 to 4 pounds a day?
Yes.
And when I first saw you about 2 months ago, you were wheelchair bound, is that not correct?
That's correct.
And you were extremely fatigued.
Yes,
You could hardly get out of a chair.
that's right.
And today,
I'm very lively. I forgot my billfold in the car and I was able to run out and stop Carly, and I couldn't have thought of doing that 3 or 4 weeks or before I started this program.
you're getting currently daily enemas, daily IVs, and you're drinking the specially activated water that Dr. Kachatrian has prepared. Is that true?
That is correct.
You're also getting daily nebulized water infusions. You're breathing that in for about 7 minutes a day. Is that not so?
Yes.
Yes. And are all these things helpful in your opinion?
In my opinion, they're enormously helpful. They're reversing the cancer.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kelly.
Thank you.
Mr. Kelly's condition, from the first time I saw him to today's date, which is just a matter of just a couple months, and particularly since he started Dr. Kachatrian's wonderful protocols, has improved obviously to everyone around him. He's got energy, his mind is working quickly, he's as sharp as he ever was, and his general well-being and color and demeanor have improved dramatically. We look forward to seeing what the next few weeks will bring, and hopefully we'll have some objective data from scans or other studies to show where the tumor is now and what its condition is. Hopefully it'll be gone by that time. I have one more question for Mr. Kelly. Did you have any metastases? Did the tumor spread to any other parts of the body?
Yes, there was liver, adrenal gland, lung. There may have been one other organ that showed some sort of
Possible
activity.
involvement.
Yes, and that was gone at the time I was referred to you. So the kinesiology work, although the oncologists were very unhappy, they said somebody misread the information. They didn't want to believe that.
They didn't want to believe that someone not using chemotherapy and radiation could achieve any success. Is that what you're implying?
Yes, sir.
I understand. Thank you, Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly illustrates what the rest of our clientele seem to be experiencing, which is a general improvement in health. Dr. Kachatrian states that he does not treat diseases. He doesn't treat cancer. He doesn't treat chronic fatigue. He treats the body's ability to repair itself and to improve immune function. And when the cells are healthy in the body, that seems to allow the body to get rid of just about any disease. We look forward to seeing if the promise that has been exhibited so far in our clientele continues over the next 2 weeks of this protocol. It is a 21-day protocol, and I thought initially the clients would be having a lot of problem coming in every day to get enemas and IVs and other therapies, but they seem very enthusiastic and pleased, and I suspect the reason for that is that they're getting such good results in a hurry. Thank you.
That's not what got teachers, right? That's not what you got. Right. So, in that whole, I really something happened by teaching.
Oh, yes,
All the way
absolutely.
teach.
Acid water is very stable.
I said, where went up that nation? Just
And you generally want to use this stuff here in a couple of days.
how can I justify that given the New Testament?
The alkaline water is very
What about the
stable.
Testament?
You want to do the IV within, has to be in within an hour of mixing it.
He
Sit in the
does?
bath until you're ready to set it up.
Thank God, because I've never
Charge
heard.
it. Okay. Mr. Kelly, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling excellent, thank you.
Can you describe briefly how you felt at the beginning of the therapy and what you've noticed in terms of changes since the start of this therapy 21 days ago?
Well, just before the beginning of this therapy, I felt horrible. For a brief period on my first treatment, I felt panic, but by the end of that treatment, I'd calmed down. And since that time, everything has shown perceptible improvement on a daily basis. The appetite has improved, the energy level has gone up, the optimism has increased. I've gone from a low weight of 134.5 pounds to almost 170 pounds, more than doubling that initial weight in these 21 days. So everything has been very, very positive, and I'm confident of total remission.
Have you had any follow-up scans or other studies to show whether you have any evidence of cancers as yet?
No, I will be having that done in the near future. I think perhaps around the 20th of April.
Okay, and we would hope that you would let us know what the results of those studies are so that we can see whether this therapy has been as successful as it appears to have been.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.